Hey, welcome back everybody, 6 Foot Hacks here. Got for you guys today another Showdown live, and this time it's going to be with the team that I got from one of my subscribers from Franco. I'm pretty sure I know what his YouTube is, but just to be on the safe side, my mans, leave a comment down below and I'll make sure to add it to the description as well as your Twitter. So again guys, if you do have any teams you would like me to use, or if you have some cool sets you would like to send me, my business, well, quote unquote business email, I guess you could refer to it as, is in the description of all my Showdown lives, so you guys can shoot an email to that email, or you can just DM me teams on Twitter or tweet teams to me on Twitter and just put them in like a little paste bin format. So this is actually a really cool team that he made around contrary Lurantis, which I've yet to use. I've actually not even thought about using this Pokemon, but it is surprisingly bulky and it does have access to contrary, and we know how powerful of a Mon Superior can be with contrary, so I'm really hoping that Lurantis can put in some work. Next off we have Shiny Vikaball, which I actually really like Shiny Vikaball. Like, this is probably going to be a Mon I will definitely be shiny hunting when I start those up. So we have a nice modest offensive set here with a bit of bulk and a bit of speed. We have Primarina, which I've yet to use Primarina as well, so this is something else that I really wanted to try out. And originally he had Dazzling Gleam, but Moonblast obviously does more damage, so I changed that up. And then we have Stab and Scald and Sparkling Aura, so we can be polite to our opponents, and if they get burned we'll just heal them up, but no, obviously not. And then we have Ice Beam for coverage. We have Dancer the Marowak, which originally had knockoff, but unfortunately Marowak cannot learn knockoff in pre-Pokebank, so I decided to change it up to Will-O-Wisp so we can spread status around and wear down Mons. Next off we have Scarfed Persimmon, another Mon I haven't used much, but I've seen a lot of, so I'm really hoping that this thing can put in a lot of work, although I know in singles its ability really isn't that useful until Define comes out. And then finally off we have Destiny the Flygon, man. This is something that I really want to use. Dragon Dance Flygon, man. I feel like this thing is about to put in so much work and be an absolute monster. So yeah guys, that was a quick run through of the team. Make sure to answer the question of the day and to hit the like button down below. One like can definitely go a long way, so thanks to those who do that. Now yeah, let's get this started. Alright, so we got the first matchup here, and unfortunately it seems like my opponent may have a good enough Stealth Rocker in Nilago, so he could potentially lead off with that. So I almost kind of want to lead off with Persimmon just because we are Scarf, so we would be able to outspeed him, and then from there we can probably just safely Earthquake. He doesn't have anything to switch into an Earthquake. Unfortunately we don't have rocks on this team either, and Mega Pinsir could maybe be a slight issue, so I'm gonna be leading off with Persimmon, as he does end up leading off with the Nilago. I almost want to go for the Iron Head in hopes that maybe we can flinch him, but I think just going for the EQ is probably gonna be our better move to do. If anything, we can bring him down to his Sash, and then we'll force him to switch out, and then we can go from there. So with this being Scarf, we should definitely be faster than basically anything on his team, and as long as that Pinsir doesn't get up a Swords Dance, then we shouldn't be in too bad of a spot to deal with it. So yeah, pretty sure that just going for the Earthquake here is by far my better move to do, and then that way we can at least only allow him to get up Stealth Rocks instead of getting up Rocks and T-Spikes. Or maybe he will T-Spike here, but no! He actually goes straight for the Sludge Wave, and that, I believe, is a really big misplay on my opponent's part, because we will be able to just go for another Earthquake. Now, the fact that he did go for Sludge Wave does kind of suck, because yeah, he can bring in the Pinsir now, and we are indeed in quick attack range, although I highly doubt he will be able to knock out Primarina in any one hit. So I'm going to switch directly into this, as he is going to go for the Swords Dance. Now this is absolutely terrifying, because we really don't have anything to deal with this, so I'm hoping that we can live the return. Oh no. Okay, maybe he won't have the quick attack. Maybe he won't have the quick attack, so I'm gonna go for the Iron Head here. If he doesn't have quick attack, okay, so unfortunately, very bad matchup. Alright guys, so we got the next matchup here, and hopefully we can pull out a victory after the first matchup went so bad for us. So my opponent does of course have Broken Rosa, and he doesn't seem to have Stealth Rocks either, so that's really good for us. We should have a pretty fair matchup, as I'm going to be leading off with my Persimmon, as he's going to be leading off with his Gyarados. So I'm going to go straight for the U-turn, and if he does decide to Mega Evolve, then that's fine for us as well. There's no way he should be able to outspeed me here. And unless he is jolly max speed and gets up to +1, he shouldn't be able to outspeed my Passimian still. So we should be in an okay scenario to just U-turn here. Also, he shouldn't be able to touch Primarina, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he shouldn't be able to touch Primarina. And from there, we should be able to deal with Mega Gyarados accordingly 1v1. This, what's it called? This Pheromosa could be a problem, depending on what its coverage moves are. If it's Quiver Dance with HP Ground, then that is probably worst case scenario for this team right now. And yeah, I really think that's going to be the worst case scenario. But Scarf Passimian should be able to deal with him accordingly. So, like I said, he shouldn't be able to take down Primarina at any one hit, as he's going to try and Dragon Dance. And I mean, that's fine. It's really not that big of an issue, because we are still modest max special attack, as we're going to go for the Moonblast. Don't quite knock him out, though, which is a little bit suckish, but it shouldn't be that bad for us, considering that we should be able to outspeed him the following turn with Passimian. And we should be able to knock him out here with the close combat, I want to say. So he's going to Waterfall. We are going to be able to chew that, and then close combat is going to be able to pick him off. So that's really good. That's one less thing that we have to worry about. Unfortunately, though, Scarf Passimian can't quite knock out Pheromosa because we are not faster than it. What's he going to do? He's not going to high jump kick here. What? Why does he... Hello? Why does he have Brick Break? Hello? I don't understand. I don't understand. But his best move to go for now is to go for the U-turn. I'm guessing he doesn't want to miss high jump kick. So that's an answer, I guess, Brick Break. But, I mean, if he had high jump kick, he probably would have been able to 2-hit KO our Vikavolt here. So either way, we should be able to live the next move that this Pheromosa wants to go for. Unless he has like Hidden Power Rock or something, which I highly doubt he's gonna have, and I don't think if he had Return he would be able to knock us out either. So definitely Volt Switching here is by far my better move to do. He most likely is just gonna bring in his Tapu Lele, which I'm gonna have to find out if it's Scarf or not. And if it's not Scarf, that just means that we can get a lot more use out of our Passimian here. So I have no idea what the hell a Rabombi does. Hold on, what does a Rabombi even do? Like, I literally have no idea. What does this do? No, hello? What? No, okay. So it's base 124 with 95 special. That's insane, what? Why does this thing have such crazy special attack and such high speed? Does it get like Quiver Dance or something? I think it may get Quiver Dance. Okay, I may have to look into using a Rabombi, because I did not think that thing was this fast and could hit that hard. So he's gonna bring in the Espeon. I almost thought about going for the Thunderbolt or the Bug Buzz there, and unfortunately I did not, but it's okay, as we do have Scarf Passimian. We should be able to just safely outspeed him here and knock him out with the U-turn. If not, then we may have to sack something off. Luckily though, we are able to just barely finish him off, and I want to say my best switch in is probably going to be my Marowak. Marowak baits him to bring in the Tapu Lele. Unfortunately though, we don't have anything for Tapu Lele. If I bring in the Vikavolt, we probably bait him to bring in the Beware. I don't know how fast Beware is. Hold on. I want to say that Beware shouldn't be faster than our Vikavolt. Hold on. I'm better with looking up stuff on the damage calc. Can we outspeed him? So we can outspeed Beware if he's not running any speed EVs. So I almost want to bring in Vikavolt. I really want to bring in Vikavolt. Should I bring in Vikavolt? I'm gonna bring in Vikavolt. I'm gonna bring in Vikavolt here. I'm gonna bring it in here. And we should be able to outspeed this Beware if it's not running any speed EVs. And I don't know what Beware typically run, but I would assume they run something like max attack, max HP most likely. As he's gonna bring in the Rabombi. I don't think that this learns something like Sleep Powder or anything like that. So I should be able to Volt Switch here, as he has Calm Mind. What? Okay, that's kind of cool. We do have the Iron Head, so I could very well just bring in Passimian here and go for the Iron Head, considering that it is super effective. and I don't have to risk him potentially having the hidden power ground on my Marowak and letting it get more weakened than it should be, because we should be able to take on this Pheromosa 1v1. So luckily we are able to outspeed him there and finish him off, as in comes the Beware. Much like I said, we should be able to outspeed him with our Vikavolt here, and I really wanted to use Lurantis more, but I don't think Lurantis is going to be doing much in this matchup because it can't beat Tapu Lele 1v1, and we can't do anything to that Pheromosa. So even though we are not running any speed, he is still going to be able to outspeed us regardless, as he's going to 2 KO us. That's fine. That's fine. This should give me a free switch into Marowak, and then with Marowak, we should be able to just go straight for the Flare Blitz. He's got nothing to safely switch into this. We are adamant max attack with the Thick Club. I don't think that Beware even learns any move that can knock out Marowak in any one hit. I really don't think that I can learn any move that can knock us out in one hit. And even then, we should outspeed him if he's not running any speed. So we are in a pretty good spot still. We do have a good chance to win this matchup. It's just all depending on what the final moves on that damn Pheromosa are, and on whether or not this Tapu Lele is scarfed or not. Because if it's not scarfed Tapu Lele, then we can win with Passimian. But if he is scarfed, then that could be a slight issue. I may make Flygon Jolly. I may just make Flygon Jolly, because if we were Jolly, we would have been able to be in a better scenario to potentially Dragon Dance here, and we can put a little bit of bulk into his HP. So I'm going to try out Dragon Dance. Not Dragon Dance, but I'm going to try out Jolly on Flygon here, because this just allows us to outspeed many other mons. Like, do we even need to go over 317 speed? I really don't think so. No, unless I want a speed tie, but I'm just going to lose the speed tie either way. So I would rather just be Jolly with a bit of bulk. Yeah, because we can still outspeed all the Tapus except for Tapu Koko. Well, at +1 we outspeed all the Tapus, but at +1 Jolly we definitely outspeed it. So he's going to switch into this. This should just drop, right? It just died! It just died! So that's actually really, really good for us. And in comes this monster. Flare Blitz should just nuke this, as he does turn out to have a hidden power, but it's not hidden power super effective, and down goes the Pheromosa, and I'm guessing that he did end up losing here, because there's no way that this Beware should beat the combination of our last 3 Pokemon. So this is the moment of truth. Would we have been able to outspeed him? Yes, we would have been able to outspeed him by 1 point, and then we can live this Ice Punch, and then another Thunderbolt will knock him out. So I'm actually going to move these last 4 into speed. That way we have a little bit more of a chance to knock out and outspeed Beware. So luckily we were able to redeem ourselves from that first matchup. Let's go get another one. Alright, so we got another nasty team here. Good lord. Ooh, Shiny Araquanid, man. Shiny Araquanid is really nice. So Porygon 2 is a pretty bulky monster, so this is something that we're going to have to watch out for. Looking at leads, I really want to lead off with Passimian again, because I feel like that is definitely our best lead going into this matchup. How fast is Celesteela? Let me see. Celesteela. Oh no! No! Okay. So I'm going to make another slight change to Vikavolt here and put enough speed to outspeed non-speed EV'd Celesteela. So unfortunately, as long as he doesn't have speed on Celesteela, we can't speed tie with them with our Vikavolt, and there's no way he can stop Vikavolt from just Volt switching on his entire squad. So that's really good for us. But again, lead's probably just going to be Passimian, although I could see him maybe wanting to lead with this Minior. Minior would actually be a little bit annoying if he leads off with it. If he leads Salazzle, that could be an issue if he has hidden power ground, which I haven't seen many of them have. So I think I'm going to lead off Primarina. I'm going to lead off Primarina, expecting him to want to lead off with the Minior, but no, he ends up leading off with the Tapu Lele. Tapu Lele is an absolute monster that we don't exactly have anything for, so I may just stay in here and go for the Z move in hopes that we can live, as we do manage to live, and this is the Z type move, and ooh, a solid 68% there. So I'm going to make the switch into my Marowak here, expecting him to T-Bolt again. Now if he does have the Shadow Ball, we can definitely take that hit. So I'm expecting him to want to switch out into something like the Porygon 2 here, so I may just go for the Will-O-Wisp. Although, I guess going for Flare Blitz wouldn't be too bad either, but I really don't think he should stay in here. He stayed in, and I just died. I just died. What? I was not expecting to just drop like that. Okay then, this has just got a little bit harder. I really did not think a Psychic would just utterly nuke me. Is he like Modest or something? He's got to be like Modest or something. Because that did way too much damage. So I'm going to switch in the Vikavolt here. Vikavolt is our best answer to the Celesteela, as he... Really? Why do you have Toxic? So he's Toxic, Protect, Leech Seed, and something like Air Slash most likely. Now that's just super annoying, as he does end up going for that, and I have to Volt Switch here. It's really the only move that I can do at this point. Oh, this is not good at all. This is really not good. So he does turn out to have a Leech Seed, and I could have Thunderbolted him there, and that would have done a lot of damage. So it is nice that we got off a huge amount already, but unfortunately Celesteela is still just going to be a very, very annoying mon to deal with. So I'm going to try and Scald here, see how much damage that does. Hopefully it does enough, and maybe we could potentially get a burn, as luckily we do get a burn, and then he misses! Yes, some sweet justice there. Some sweet, sweet justice. So we did get a little bit lucky there. But he shouldn't have stayed in against Vikavolt in the first place. Like, he could have switched out into his Porygon 2 pretty safely and not had to risk this. So either way, I'm going to go for the Scald here, and we should be able to knock him out, as we are able to finish him off, and apparently it's a speed tie as well. Yeah, okay, so... Okay. Definitely changing up the speed EVs on some of these mons, because I do not want to speed tie with a Celesteela every time. So back comes this giant scary monster of a Pokemon. Right here. I want to say if I can get up a Dragon Dance with the Flygon, that maybe we can win? Maybe we can win if I get up a Dragon Dance. So unfortunately, I have to sack off Primarina here because I literally have no switch-ins to this thing. As we do manage to live, and can we knock him out? Yes! Yes! Okay, so he put us in Torrent range, and we were able to get rid of that giant threat. Okay, now we have a better chance of winning with Flygon now, as in comes the Minior. Why would he bring this in? Why would you Shell Smash in my face? Actually, no, this is really terrifying. No, it just died. What? I'm not sure what he was expecting to do there. Maybe he thought he would live? But no, we're Modest in Torrent. At 2%, we're just nuking any rock type that decides to come in. And we can hopefully get off a little bit more damage on this Porygon 2 as well. Maybe even get a burn, that way we can beat it just a little bit easier, as he does make the good play there and goes for the recovery, knowing that we can't really do anything to him. Although we do have close combat on Passimian, I may just go for the U-turn to bait him out, because I don't feel comfortable bringing in Lurantis, because he can just switch into Salazzle, and Salazzle is a problem in its own right. So I'm gonna bring in my Passimian here, and I'm definitely just gonna go for the U-turn. What? Why? I don't agree with him staying in. I really don't think that was the play he should have made. So he's got Recover, Toxic. I need to find out if he has the Ice Beam. So I'm gonna bring in Lurantis here and see what he wants to do, as unfortunately he does have the Ice Beam. Oh, that is not good. That is not good at all. That is not good, as he's able to outspeed us and knock us out with another hit. My best switch in here is my Passimian, and I'm gonna go straight for the close combat this time, as he just barely survives. Please don't recover! Oh no! I have to close combat again. I have to go for the close combat again. It's really my only play to do, as he brings in the Araquanid. We're still able to get off a solid 30% there, and then we can switch into our Passimian. Not a Passimian, but we can switch into Vikavolt here. And then from there, we may be able to set up with Flygon. Just maybe we can set up with Flygon. So I'm gonna try and get up a Dragon Dance here. This is really my best chance to try and sweep with Flygon, because if we get up this one Dragon Dance, then we should be able to definitely win this matchup, and we should knock out the Porygon 2. Oh no! Why do you have lunge? He should. This is not good. This is not good at all. I have to Dragon Claw. Oh yeah, there's no way we can win. There's no way we can win at this point. I don't know what I could have done differently in that matchup. Yeah, because if he had the Leech Life instead of the Lunge, then we could have just won with Flygon there. And so unfortunately, another L. But hopefully we can win this next matchup. So let's go get another one. Alright, now this team is absolutely terrifying. What is this team, man? What? This team is so scary. He's got rocks, he's got T-Spikes. We have a terrible matchup. Okay. So gonna lead off with Passimian. It's really our best lead going into this match. If we can weaken the Toxapex, we should be able to win. Or we should be able to do a lot of damage with Marowak. So he leads off with the Mamoswine. I almost just want to go for the Iron Head. The problem with Iron Heading though is that he can then just get a free switch out to Toxapex or the Celesteela. I have nothing to switch into this. I literally have nothing to switch into this. I guess maybe Vikavolt here, as he does try to go for the Earthquake, and that's really good for us because I should be able to just go for the Bug Buzz. There's no way that an Icicle Crash should knock us out in any one hit, and then if this Celesteela is not running any speed investment, then we should be able to easily outspeed him. So definitely think just going for the Bug Buzz here is my better move to go for. He doesn't exactly have a safe switch in. We are still modest max special attack, and we did manage to break the sash on this Mamoswine. As he tries to bring in the Celesteela here, I really just want to go for the Thunderbolt. Although going for Volt Switch wouldn't be too bad either, because then I could probably Volt Switch into my Lurantis as he goes for the Leech Seed. Because I don't see him wanting... Well, he could Flamethrower, I guess, but I wouldn't agree with him if he made that. I'm going to Thunderbolt. I'm just going to Thunderbolt, and we do a solid amount of damage. Solid amount of damage, as he most likely is just going to want to go for the safe Protect here. And I think I may switch into Marowak, because he doesn't exactly have a safe switch into Marowak, and then I can Will-O-Wisp whatever he does want to bring in, whether it be the Mamoswine or it be the Toxapex, and then we can go from there. So Marowak can definitely put in a lot of work in this matchup. As long as we don't miss this hit, we should be a-okay against this Toxapex. The good thing about burning Toxapex is that now we nullify his leftovers, which is going to be very beneficial to us. So I'm going to make the switch back into my Vikavolt. Vikavolt can put a lot of pressure on him, and as long as he doesn't weaken me too much, we can still chew one hit from the Mamoswine. So I almost want to go for the Hidden Power Ice here, expecting him to bring in the Garchomp, because there's no reason he should stay in here. There's absolutely zero reason he should stay in here. So expecting him to bring in the Garchomp, I'm gonna Hidden Power Ice. If he stays in here, then this man is literally insane, and I don't know why I'm playing this game, because apparently he just doesn't care that I'm a modest Vikavolt and I have Thunderbolt. But I really expect him to want to bring in the Garchomp here, thinking that I am gonna go for the safe Volt Switch. And this could be a bad play if he does bring in the Mamoswine. It could be a very bad play if he does bring the Mamoswine. And no! Oh, that does a lot! Holy crap! That did so much damage! Why does that do so much? So, Bug Buzz will be able to finish him off here, as unfortunately he gets up his final hazard. And I'm thinking that if I did go for the Bug Buzz, we might have been able to knock him out there. But either way, I should be able to chew one hit from this Garchomp, and I'm still just going to go for the Hidden Power Ice. I really don't want to mess around with this Garchomp because it could potentially turn out to be a huge threat later in this matchup. And with him already being so weakened with Celesteela, we should be fine. As Franco! Oh, Franco Pokemon! These Pokemon are well trained! Nice and skillfully dodging the Fire Blast. That definitely might have mattered. I'm not sure though. I want to say that maybe we could have lived depending on his spread, but it does matter in the sense that we can still keep Vikavolt around to deal with his Toxapex and his Celesteela. So as he brings in the Tapu Loko, I may have to fodder off something here. Honestly, Lurantis could have still potentially dealt with his Toxapex 1v1 depending on if he had Baneful Bunker or not. I feel like the switch into Marowak is a little bit too obvious. I really feel like it's a little bit too obvious, but it's probably my safest switching in the end. Lurantis wouldn't be too bad either, honestly. Yeah, because Lurantis really doesn't do much in this matchup, and he may actually predict me to bring in Marowak. So yeah, him going for the U-turn there definitely told me that he expected Marowak to come in, as he's going to bring in the Pheromosa, and Pheromosa can basically just get a free KO here with anything that he wants to do. So I'm going to Nature Power on the off chance that maybe we can live a hit, and then we're just going to go from there. So Marowak does deal with this 1v1 to an extent, but these hazards are going to put us in a very, very bad spot right now. Marowak should be able to live a hit still. We should still be able to live one hit from this. So I'm going to Shadow Bone, as he does end up going for the U-turn, and I am going to go for the Shadow Bone, expecting him to want to bring in the Toxapex, as he does do so here. This is actually not that good of a scenario for us unless I am able to get up a Dragon Dance with Flygon, because if I can get up a Dragon Dance with Flygon, we may be able to win this match. We may just be able to win this match. So I'm going to make a hard switch into my Vikavolt here, just expecting him to want to go for the safe Scald. If he burns us, that's fine. It's going to be a nice little payback for him. But either way, I should be able to just safely go for the Volt Switch here. Thunderbolting wouldn't be a bad play either, but the downside to going for the Thunderbolt is that he gets a free boost with Pheromosa. So that's going to be really bad for us if that does happen. So we're able to drop the Celesteela. Now this is really good because this furthers the chances of us winning with Flygon. This just furthers the chances of us winning with Flygon. So I could just bring in Passimian here, is what I'm thinking. And then I'm going to sack something off to hopefully try and get up a Dragon Dance with Flygon on the Toxapex, and then we can win with Flygon. So he should most likely want to bring in Toxapex here, or if he does bring in Tapu Koko, that could be a little bit annoying. Pheromosa wouldn't be a bad switch in either, but because he has Bug Buzz, there's a chance he has the Focus Blast, and then there's a chance he could miss, so that's going to be really good for us. But I really want to say that his best switch in is definitely that Toxapex. Yes, it is a Toxapex, and this is really good. This is really, really good, because from here I can just safely go for the U-turn, and if I save my Passimian, then I can save it for his Tapu Koko. So the question is, do I want to sack off Marowak, or do I want to sack off Vikavolt? I may sack off Vikavolt, because he should just want to go straight for the Scald, and that'll knock us out either way. So he's got Rocky Helmet, T-Spike, Scald, and Recover, which means I should be able to bring in Flygon here, and as long as this Tapu Koko is not a Dragon, not a Dragon Dance, but as long as it's not a Scarf variant, we should be able to win with Flygon. If he doesn't burn me with the first Scald, then we can still win this match. We can get up to +2, but of course I'm Bad Luck Leo, and he gets the burn, and oh, I really hope that he is not Scarf Tapu Koko. I really hope he's not Scarf Tapu Koko. I've never seen Scarf Tapu Koko, but you always have to think about worst case scenario. Oh, are you kidding? Are you actually Scarfed? Please don't be Scarfed. Please. Please. Please don't be Scarfed. Yes! But we live! We live! Yes! He was actually Scarf Tapu Koko. What is? I've never seen that. I've never seen Scarf Tapu Koko. What? That thing is already so no, don't run Scarf Tapu Koko. I really do not think Scarf Tapu Koko is a good set. Let's go get one final battle. One final battle that we can hopefully pull out another W in. So yeah, let's go. So we got the final matchup here, and this team looks pretty scary. No Stealth Rocks, which is really great, so we're going to have an even matchup in this game. no Toxic Spikes either, and we know that Arachnid is a huge issue, and it can learn freaking... Why would you carry Lunge? Don't have Lunge. Actually, no, Lunge is actually a good move. Lunge is a good move to have on Arachnid, but it would have been better if he didn't have it in our other matchup that we lost, because we could have won with Dragon Dance. We could have won with Flygon, but we managed to win the last game with Flygon, which is really great. So I'm expecting him to most likely want to lead off with the Magnezone or the Hydreigon. Hydreigon, depending on what set it is, will determine on how we can deal with it. The good thing about this matchup is that he really has nothing for Primarina. So Primarina could potentially do a lot in this game. Looking at leads though, I may just lead off with my Passimian. Passimian is honestly my best lead, I think, going into this game. As he leads off with the Tapu Fini, we know that Tapu Fini can be very annoying, and because of Misty Terrain, we can't get burns. We can't get burns, so I am probably just gonna go for the save U-turn here, and then from there probably just switch into either my Lurantis or my Vikavolt. If I bring in Lurantis, then I can probably just go for a safe Leaf Storm turn 1 and get a boost, and then we'll be at +2 on whatever he potentially brings in, which I'm hoping will be the Arcanine, because we can then bop it with the Hidden Power Fire, which would be absolutely amazing. Although, how fast is Arcanine? Oh, why is Arcanine so fast? Good lord. Man, how fast would Lurantis be? Lurantis is not that fast at all. Okay, so Lurantis probably works better in a Trick Room team, so I may use Lurantis in the future more often, because the fact that he gets Contrary is actually really cool. But yeah, there's really nothing that I can do here. My only issue with bringing in my Vikavolt here is that he could very well just switch into his Mudsdale. Although Mudsdale shouldn't be a problem for us, honestly. Yeah, I think I'm going to make the safe switch into my Vikavolt. As he goes for the Scald, obviously he cannot burn us. What? Oh, that's right, I'm not touching the ground. I'm an idiot. And he just gets the first turn burn. That actually really sucks. So I'm going to Bug Buzz here, expecting him to bring in the Mudsdale, and we should still get off a good amount of damage as he gets the stamina boost, which honestly shouldn't be an issue. Weakening this Mudsdale is going to be really good for us in this matchup, because it's going to be one less thing that we have to worry about. If I can get up one Dragon Dance with Flygon, then we may be able to outspeed the Hydreigon, and I guess this is where having max speed would come in handy. But then again, I really have never ran into any Hydreigon, so unfortunately we are not going to be able to outspeed him if he is timid. So this turns into Moonblast, apparently. Would he just bring in the Arcanine or the Hydreigon? I really want to see he's going to bring in the Arcanine here. He's going to bring in the Arcanine, and this is Hidden Power Rock, as we're able to get off a decent little chunk of damage. So because he doesn't have lefties, he most likely has the Life Orb. And the problem with that is that he may have Wild Charge. So that could be scary, but if he doesn't have Crunch, Marowak should be a safe switch in here as he goes for the Flamethrower. So he doesn't have Life Orb, which means he may have the Rocky Helmet. So that's kind of interesting, that he would be Rocky Helmet Arcanine. Do I want to pull a double here? I may pull a double switch into my Lurantis, expecting him to want to bring back in the Tapu Fini, because there's no reason that he should stay in here against my Marowak, I want to say. Like, what would he do to me? I guess Toxic, maybe? That's really the only thing I can think of. As he switches into Hydreigon, I was thinking of switching into my Primarina. I was thinking of switching into Primarina. No. Okay, this is potentially bad. This is potentially bad. I'm gonna Leaf Storm here, as he just crits us with the Draco. He actually went for the Draco. This man's insane. Oh, that sucks. That actually really sucks. So I'm gonna bring in Passimian here, and we are gonna force him out, so I should be able to get switch initiative by going for the U-turn. So if I can weaken Arcanine a bit more and weaken this Tapu Fini a bit more, I still think that we should be able to win with Flygon. So he does end up bringing in the Arcanine here, and I could actually switch in to my Flygon, as he does turn out to have the Rocky Helmets. I could bring in Flygon here, but I really don't think that's going to be the play for us to make. So I'm going to bring in my Aerial here, and I really want to go for the Z move, but I don't want to risk him just bringing back in the Tapu Fini. So I'm probably just going to go for the safe Scald here, considering that we could get a burn on the incoming Magnezone, which would be probably the best thing for us to do. So I'm definitely just going to go for Scald here. I wouldn't blame him if he does bring in the Magnezone, although Tapu Fini is probably the safer switch in, just because we can't really do anything to him. And he can't do anything to us. So I'm going to Moonblast here, see how much damage this does, as unfortunately it turns out to be a Calm Mind variant, and that's actually a little problematic. Oh, that is actually a huge problem. That is a huge problem. So I need to weaken this thing as much as I can. And maybe we can get a special attack drop. If I was not unlucky, if I was not Bad Luck Leo, we could have got a special attack drop there. But Moonblast is still doing a decent bit of damage. Like, it's still doing enough. But I don't think that we can knock him out just yet. So just gonna go for another Moonblast here, as we are gonna be able to get the special attack drop this time. This is not good. This is not good. I'm hoping that the Z move here will be able to knock him out, because with him only being at +1, we may be able to live this next Moonblast. And if he doesn't get a special attack drop, then we should be able to finish him off. So luckily he didn't get the special attack drop, and we're in torrent range as he just barely lived. What? What? No! No! Oh, that sucks. That actually really sucks. But we should still be able to knock him out with an Earthquake. If this Earthquake doesn't do 19%, I'm going to be so disappointed in Flygon. I'm going to be so disappointed in Flygon if we're not able to knock him out at 19%. I understand that Flygon may not be the hardest hitting Pokemon around, but this thing is at 19%. We should be able to finish him off at bloody 19%. So down goes the Tapu Fini, which is really great. We are in a very bad scenario right here, as he's going to bring in the Hydreigon, and he's just going to Draco again, and this is not good at all. This is really not good at all. So I'm going to bring in my Passimian here, and there is a chance that I can set up 2 Dragon Dances with Flygon. There is a good possibility that I can set up a Dragon Dance or 2 with Flygon. So I may just go for the U-turn here again, expecting him to just bring in the Arcanine. So he does end up bringing in Arcanine. Now this is good. This is good because I can bring in my Flygon here, and if he misses the Will-O-Wisp, we can get up 2 Dragon Dances, because that's probably my only real way of winning here, as he actually brings in the Mudsdale. So I'm going to try and Dragon Dance again and see what he's going to do to us as he goes for the counter. What? Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. I'm not dealing with that. I'm not dealing with that. As we're at +3 speed, +2 attack. We have the drag. You are dropping. You are dropping. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we might have won. We may have just won with Flygon. Not even bad. Not even bad. Flygon coming through. I was not expecting counter on that Mudsdale. What? That was insane. That was actually insane. So Dragon Dance Flygon, man, I'm really happy. Really happy that this thing got to shine. It could have shined in an extra battle, but Lunge Arachnid is a thing, and that's actually probably common. Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's common, but still, Dragon Dance Flygon, man, this thing put in so much work. I'm a little disappointed that the Lurantis didn't get to do anything. It's just that Lurantis is so slow, man. This thing is really, really slow. Like, hold on, even with the Timid Nature, it only reaches 206 speed, which, with us having the Hidden Power Rock, is not even able to outspeed a Alola Marowak. But the pace bin of this team is going to be down in the description if you guys would like to try it out. I did change this up so we are able to outspeed Scarf Hydreigon now. If you really wanted to, you could set this to 325 speed and then just put 16 in HP, although I'm pretty sure that just having max speed with Jolly is better than being Adamant, because we're able to outspeed a bunch more Scarfers if we're Jolly at the sacrifice of not being able to hit as hard. Also, another good move over Steel Wing would either be Superpower, or if Flygon can learn it Fire Punch. Although I'm pretty sure Flygon can't learn Fire Punch just yet. But Superpower is another good option because if we have Superpower, we're able to hit Celesteela's for neutral damage, as where this set is completely walled by Celesteela. So yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy the live. Make sure to answer the question of the day and to hit the like button down below, guys. And with that being said, I will see you all tomorrow. So thank you all for, actually no, I'm gonna see you guys later today with another upload. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow after that upload. So later, everybody.
Cause my brain and heart are both tied in the knot, and this hinders me from crying a lot. This causing me to show no emotion. But when I said I cared, I wasn't joking. But I guess it's too late for me to become broken. For now, I'm living with no more pain, tears of hoping. I'm just coasting. Yeah, I said I'm coasting. No more pain, tears, and hoping. For real.